everyone, this is In-Game Mark with another box and a breakdown of the demo. This is Asdivine Hearth for the PlayStation 4. This is a limit run physical copy that I've gotten and I had for quite a while. To start off, there were no updates since the making of this video, so it would seem this is the fullest current up-to-date version of the game. Again, I've said that this is a limit run, so getting a physical copy will become increasingly difficult over time. So if you want to be interested in the game, I recommend you hit some of the links I will provide in the description below. Again, this is a limit run as well, so they're not producing any more copies through them. You're going to have to go through third-party places for getting a copy. Now, Asdivine Hearts kind of looks like your typical RPG classic style name. Tried and true style, and in which it really is. It's one of those games that you wanted to come and play like a classic RPG style from the old Super Nintendo style and everything like that, but there is some kind of change and variation from it than your typical RPG Maker RPGs that are out there, with like the installing the ability slots, how I kind of like got this Tetris system. You can change and combine them and make newer versions of them to make them super strong and powerful. It's kind of cool, and you can get like newer sockets where it can get bigger, more gems you could fit into your character, as well as you can equip with abilities and stuff like that, and the characters will grow, as well as the game has a, a sim dating kind of style game where there are current moments in the game where you're able to talk to some of your companions and build up a relationship with them, and the correct answers you pick will steadily increase your relationship with them. Again, with that, you can get a special ending with that character if you get enough affection points with them. So it's kind of like your typical visual novel or your relationship dating sim kind of style. But the game doesn't have the most intriguing story. It's your typical light versus dark story, and nothing really new and inspiring. But again, it's one of those games that will, if you wanted to play something that's the tried and true style of RPGs that you know and love, with all maybe the hack and slash that we've been getting a lot more lately, or you just like the older style of playing where you just push X, attack, and there you go, and then this is for you. Like I said, it does have its own art style. It's made off the Unity engine, and it's got some neat little sprite work graphics, as well as the characters look really nice, as well as a lot of the characters I really like. They all they got their typical anime kind of old classic RPG kind of characteristics, but for the most part they all fit in, and they all seem delightful. I never had any problem with them. None of them annoyed me. None of them felt like they didn't belong or anything like that. They all had something to tribute, as well as their magic and powers were all really neat. Though, like I said, the game it's a little low budget looking, which it's not. I have nothing against that. It doesn't really hurt the game for me, but I can see how some might get drawn away from it. Again, it's one of those games that if you just want to have one of those tried and true experiences that are just the typical style that you just want to play and sit down and play an old RPG looking game without looking like the same old RPG Maker style graphics and game design. It's kind of nice to play when it has its own art style and direction a little bit, without, like I said, the repetitiveness of seeing the same kind of art style from RPG Maker and stuff, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying that it's for those who maybe want to be interested in that. Like I said, there's nothing really stands out about it, but there's nothing really wrong with it either. It's not something you should go out and rush out and try to get in your collection, but I think it's one of those charming little games that you can just sit down and play every once in a while, or you just want to go back and enjoy some of the classic RPGs without going back to the classic RPGs, if you know what I mean. It's actually a pretty good game. Some of its OST or soundtrack isn't too bad. It stands out certain moments, but for the most part, it's a hit and miss. But again, it's actually a pretty good game. Should you rush out and go get it and everything like that? Well, that's entirely up to you. It's more of your preference and what you want out of your games, or games you may be interested in playing, or put it in your collection. As I said before, at the current making of this video, I looked into it a little bit. It doesn't seem like too many people are gouging the price for a physical copy right now for it. So if you're interested in it, now might be the good time to pick it up before it becomes really, really hard to get a copy later on. And as I have heard, there is a sequel to the game. I have yet to play it or know anything much about it, but I know there is a sequel to it. But like always, I will leave links down in the description if you're interested in a copy. Again, Limit Run's not making any of their copies anymore, so I will be posting links to the third-party companies that will be selling it. But I will still leave links to Limit Run. It's a site you should always come back and check every once in a while to see what their new production line is. So thank you all for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. And I'll see you guys in my next episode. Bye-bye!